With Music. I'm going to talk about how you play a song called I Live by OneRepublic. And we end up cabling this on 7th fret to kind of match the recording actually. But we'll walk through a couple things in root position. You can start off with these cool little licks actually kind of around an open D string and then 2nd fret on the high E string. And then we go back to open D and then 2nd on the high E, and then open D, 2nd on the high E, open E, D, and then 3rd fret on the high E, and then back to open D. Kind of repeating that. So if you want to kind of follow that, like you got kind of that O2, O02, O02, O03, O02, O03, D, F sharp D, F sharp D, F sharp D, G. And if you wanted to back that up with a chord, you could start on a D major chord. I normally do this 1st finger on the G 2nd, 2nd finger on the high E 2nd, and 3rd finger on the B 3rd. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, it sounds a D major chord and it sounds really, really happy. Now around Ds in general, it can be cool to lift the 2nd finger, always kind of a fun finger to lift. That makes a D sus2, or you could add in the pinky on the high E 3rd for D suspended and kind of say some stuff around the D. And you could even kind of make that lick idea a chord idea by working the D major to the D sus. And there's a couple different strumming options you may want to play around with through the song. You could work kind of a down count idea, kind of a D, 2, 3, 4, 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 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4. So kind of working just the down count idea. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the D and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Of that is kind of a down, up, down, up, up, down, up. If you kind of dig on that. Down, up, 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 down, up. Or you can play around with that D major to the D sus in the strumming. It can be very cool. And from that intro, then we'll be going into our main verse. We kind of stay on our D major, and you might want to work that lick around it until we get to a B minor chord. And normally you would do this as, and we'll talk about some easier options here too, but normally you do this as a 2nd fret bar, 2nd finger on the B 3rd, 3rd finger on the D 4th, pinky on the G 4th. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a B minor chord that sounds really sad. Now you may also dig on lifting the pinky and making that a B minor 7, or another way to play a B minor 7, we'll be doing 1st finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the high E 2nd, which could be kind of a cool option. And you may want to experiment with using that shape and then sliding the 3rd finger over 1 fret to the 3rd fret to kind of get that lick from the beginning in around the B minor chord. Or you might even dig on a drone voicing for that, doing 1st finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, kind of working that for your B minor. Or randomly you could lift the pinky and make that a B minor 11, which would be another option. And from the B minor, then we'd be going to a G major chord. And normally you do that 1st finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the low E 3rd, 3rd finger on the high E 3rd. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now randomly, you can almost kind of get the 3rd finger to slide back 1 fret to a G major 7 if you're kind of digging on that 2nd fret to the high E 3rd around the G chord. That could be a very cool way from the G we go back to our B minor, and then kind of have a big stop on a G chord before we kind of come back in on our intro. And then we'll basically be repeating those ideas until we get to kind of our bridge part. And there's this cool little melody that comes in on the bridge where if you wanted to kind of follow those notes, you can play third on the B, second on the B, open B, second on the G, fourth fret on the D, second fret on the D, fourth fret on the D, second fret on the D, fourth fret on the D, second on the G, and then back to fourth on the D. So that 3, 2, 0, 2, 4, 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 3, 2, 0, 2, 4, 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, B, C sharp, B, A, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, A, F sharp. And at the very end there's kind of this tag where you kind of repeat the F sharp, E, F sharp, A, F sharp, F sharp, E, F sharp, A, F sharp. So we want to kind of follow those notes. That could be kind of cool too. Now the weird part is to play along with the recording, instead of starting on a D major chord, we're starting on an A major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 7th fret, then now your D is really an A major chord, and your B minor is really an F sharp minor, and your G major is really a D major, of all things. So you may want to kind of kick it off with that intro, like kind of that O2. Might be kind of a cool way to kind of kick off the tune, kind of around that D chord. Or you might want to work just the down idea, or you can do the down, down, up, down, up, or the down, up, down, up, down. Or you can work those ideas with that lick idea, which could be cool as a hammer-on as well, actually. Kind of just doing that, kind of working it on the up pick myself. Down, down, up, hammer on, up, down, up, down, down, up, hammer on, up, down, up. I might dig on that. And then from that intro, then we'll be going into our verse. So we have our D. A lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, or the down, up, down, up, down, up, you throw a bass note in for the chord. So on the D, you'd have the D for the bass. On the B minor, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the G, you'd have the low E for the bass. So if we tried that intro of the bass down, up, it's kind of just that vamp on the D chord. So you might kind of experiment with the other. Sus 2 could be cool, or little licks around those chords. And then from that intro return, then we'd be going back into our verse part. So we tried that with our basses, and we'd have the B. Into our chorus idea, which is that same progression. So our intro, it's kind of a return. And from there, then we'll be going into our next verse. So we're going to keep that going, that D. next chorus, which is that same progression. Our bridge part, and we're going to follow just the chords. You have kind of a D, and then it kind of picks up. D minor, G, and D, that part, actually, that's where that little melody comes in. So if you want to follow those notes, 3 2 0 2 4 2 4 4 2 4 2 4 3 2 0 2 4 2 4 4 2 4 2 4 3 2 0 2 4 2 4 4 2 4 2 4 4 4 2 4 2 4 4 4 2 4 2 4. So you want to kind of bring out that melody if you're playing leading behind it, and then from there, then we'll be going into our last chorus. So under our D. Our intro licks, actually around the D, and you might want to bring back that we kind of started with. It might be kind of a cool way to kind of end the tune, and then kind of a big D at the very end. But that's the basics of how you get strummed through I Lived by OneRepublic. So good luck. Hi, wherever you are in YouTube land. This is Munson Summer with Munson Music Live, Munson Guitar Songs, Munson Covers, and Munson Jam Tracks. Thanking you for watching this video, and I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you like this video and subscribe to the channel to see lots more like it. I'm always open to your requests. If you have a song that you love, please let me know so I can write it down on the request list so I can add that to it, because there are probably other people out there who love that song too and would love to learn how to play it. So thanks so much for all the love that you give me, and I hope that you're doing well and kind of figuring out how you can talk with the instrument. We are a small music shop in the middle of nowhere in South Carolina, and you're supporting us by watching this channel. Really appreciate all that love. So best of luck, and let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you in particular too. You can contact me on Facebook. You can leave a message here in the comments section, and I respond to all the comments that I get. So best of luck to you wherever you are.